Today's Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, O'Theone Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Continental Resources, Nesset Consulting Service, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Burke Divide Electric Cooperative, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Ray Farmers Union Elevator, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, Tioga Pirates Booster Club, The Depot LLC, Big Memo Laser, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated, Modern Chiropractic, White Mountain Electric, Trenton Indian Service Area, The Food Barn, Sorensen Ranch, Western Education Regional Co-op, Williston State College, North Country Mercantile and Equipment of Kenmare and Minot, CHI St. Alexius Health, Tioga EDC, RTC Networks.
Hey, and welcome back in here to Game Day Media. We are at Tioga this afternoon for a Region 7 boys baseball game tonight. And this afternoon against the defending Region 7 champions, the Lax Burlington Lakers. Their opponent this afternoon, the home team on the scoreboard, the Tioga Pirates. Both teams coming into this game with one loss on the season. The Lax Burlington Lakers with a 5-1 record. The Tioga Pirates with a 2-1 record. The last game against Kenmare Bowbells Burke Central, it was a 9-1 victory over the Honkers for the DLB Lakers, and the last game for the Pirates was a win over in Berthold, down in Berthold by a score of 16-7 earlier this week. So both teams trying to get a win in the Region 7 column here this afternoon. The coaches for the Lakers are B.J. Karhoff and Shane Rodecker. Of course, B.J. Karhoff is the co-coach of the year, and his opposing coach is Jeremy Karkoff. Jeremy Karkoff was also the co-coach from a year ago, and Karkoff is in his second year as the head coach for the Tioga Pirates. Pirates currently warming up here, and it'll be the Lakers coming up next. And at about 4:23, we'll have the introduction of our starting lineups and the rosters. followed by the playing of our national anthem here at the Post 139 Patriot Field in Tioga, North Dakota. My name's Randy Peterson. Glad you've joined us here this afternoon on this cold day. It's 43 degrees according to my iPhone. And both teams got a lot of hoodies on underneath their uniforms here this afternoon as the Pirates are on the field taking care of their opening warm-ups tonight. We'll step away. We'll come back with more of our Border Plains Equipment pregame show. And when we do come back, it'll be time for our introductions. Back after this timeout.
At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer.
Hey Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology, respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
Kyle Hansen is proud to be a Thrivent financial professional, providing personalized financial guidance to people of all stages of life. Thrivent believes humanity thrives when individuals make the most of what they've been given, and Kyle is here to help you do just that. Larson Boston Agency, your Farmers Union insurance agents located at 106 Main Street North in Crosby, North Dakota, offer multiple lines of insurance, including crop, farm and ranch, home, auto, commercial, and health insurance. Give Chell or Robbie a call today at 701-965-6335.
This Game Day media broadcast is brought to you in part by
At DA Land LLC, our vision is to provide for the community in which we live and operate, providing a full line of skid steer attachments, farm and ranch, equine equipment, and much more. Shop our store in Tioga, North Dakota, or visit us online at daland-llc.com.
Otheon Boutique carries a wide variety of women's clothing as well as permanent jewelry. Shop in downtown Tioga or visit their website at shopotheon.com. Based in Crosby, North Dakota, St. Luke's Medical Center's mission is to provide comprehensive and compassionate health care for individuals and families in cooperation with the area medical community. Our vision is to be recognized as a community leader by delivering quality health care through a team of dedicated professionals in a friendly, compassionate, and growing environment. Recently named one of the top 20 critical access hospitals in the country means our community can count on us to deliver services they need now and in the future. To schedule an appointment, call 701-965-6349.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
Growing family, The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
For the healthcare services you need, an expertise you can trust. It's right here at home with Tioga Medical Center. You're important to us, and so is your well-being. From primary and specialty care to surgical services, we're committed to caring for you at every stage of life. There's no place like home with trusted, familiar faces.
You can trust me.
You can trust us.
You can trust Tioga Medical Center.
Trusted healthcare here at home.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com. At Souris Valley Dental Group, we've been using modern treatment techniques and products to help families smile since 1968. Voted as the #1 dentist in Minot, our team of expert dentists combine their unique areas of expertise and their experiences to create treatment plans that help each individual patient meet their goals. Contact our dental office at 701-419-8900 or visit sourisvalleydental.com to schedule an appointment today. You can count on us to keep your family grinning from ear to ear for many years to come. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Dr. Cammie Wehrman has been serving the Crosby area with entire family chiropractic care for 20 years, specializing in back and neck pain, headaches, and sports injuries. We also carry a full line of Nutridyne supplements. To schedule an appointment today, call 701-965-3222.
Murex Petroleum Corporation, a pioneer for today, creating opportunities for all involved. Extraordinary people, extraordinary assets. To start a great career, visit murexpetroleum.com.
Sund Manufacturing is hiring exceptional welders, carpenters, assembly technicians, and coating technicians. If you're right for Sund, Sund is right for you. Since 1939, we've been making quality equipment and parts for the oil field and beyond. We're world-class, family-owned, and all-American. And as our business grows, we need to grow our team in Newburgh, North Dakota. Sund Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise a family. Apply today.
Hey, and welcome back in here to Game Day Media. My name is Randy Peterson, and it's our privilege to be here in Tioga this afternoon at Post 139 Patriot Field in Tioga for a Region 7 baseball matchup tonight between the defending Region 7 champions, the Lax Burlington Lakers, and the Tioga Pirates. The Pirates are coached by Co-Coach of the Year, Jeremy Karkoff, and the Lakers are coached by Co-Coach of the Year from a year ago, BJ Karhoff. And the starting lineups will go this way for the 5-1 Deluxe Burlington Lakers, wearing number 8, and pitching is Drew Rodecker. Wearing number 13 and playing first base is Colin Abernathy. Jake Schaefer is the shortstop. He wears number 17, and the cleanup hitter is wearing number 3 this afternoon, Kyler Fisher. He wears number 3 and plays left field. Playing center field and wearing number 11 is Easton Anderson. Holding down the catching position for the Lakers, wearing number 6 is Ryan Ralph. Playing second base and wearing number 7 is Nate Rowe. And in right field this afternoon, it'll be number 16, Will Marquardt. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lakers, wearing number 9 and playing third base is Colton Feller. And for the Tioga Pirates, their starting lineup, sponsored by the Country Store over in Powers Lake, North Dakota. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. They're 2-1 on the season, and they go this way with their lineup. Wearing number 7, playing shortstop, a freshman, Weston Lallam. In center field, wearing number 6, a senior, Dom Fosberg. The third place batter this afternoon for the Pirates, wearing number 14, playing first base, Brennan Johnson. Batting cleanup this afternoon, a freshman wearing number 17, playing right field, is Jaron Ron. And pitching this afternoon, wearing number 8, is a senior, Uric Loveridge. At second base, wearing number 11, is Diego Garcia. And in left field, wearing number 5, the 7th place batter, Nevada Meyer, a senior. The third baseman is wearing number 13, another senior for the Pirates, Ashton Weathersby. And rounding out the starting lineup, a junior playing catcher and wearing number 3 is Gunnar Moberg. Of course, the Lakers are the defending Region 7 champions. They come into this game this afternoon with a 5-1 record. Their Region 7 record is 2-0 on the season. They had a win over Kenmare Bowbells Brook Central in their last game with a 9-1 victory. The Pirates are 2-1 on the season. Their last game was on Tuesday night with a win over the Lewis and Clark Berthold Bombers by a score of 16-7. As the Lakers are finishing up their lineups, or their warm-ups, we'll have our introduction of our both teams' lineups this afternoon. And once that takes place, we'll turn it over to our PA announcer, and I'll probably be the PA announcer because our PA announcer is on the road, still coming in from work, and so we'll just take care of that. But our officials this afternoon, Brian Fleur and Les Lee, doing the duties here this afternoon here in Tioga on this colder afternoon. My watch says it's 43 degrees outside, and the wind is out of the northwest, blowing pretty briskly, so it should be an advantage for the batters this afternoon if they can get a hold of one. And you never know if they're going to be able to keep it in the ballpark tonight or not, these pitchers. And so it'll be up to Rodecker, the pitcher for the Lakers, and Uric Loveridge, the pitcher for the Pirates, to try to paint the corners a little bit to keep it out of down the middle. And so with that, we're going to go with our starting lineups here in just a little bit. And both teams are done with their warm-ups, and we'll go with our starting lineups. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Post 139 Patriot Field here in Tioga. We'd like to welcome in our visitors this afternoon, the Lakers out of Des Lacs Burlington, and their opponent this afternoon, the home team on the scoreboard, the Pirates from Tioga. Want to give a nice round of applause to our umpires this afternoon, Brian Fleur and Les Lee, if you would, please. Our starting lineups will go this way. We'll introduce the lineups for the Des Lacs Burlington Lakers. They're coached up by B.J. Karhoff and assisted by Sean Rodecker. At the pitcher position and batting number 1 will be number 8, Drew Rodecker. Batting number 2, number 13, the first baseman, Colin Abernathy. Batting in the 3 slot, the shortstop, number 17, Jake Schaefer. The cleanup batter this afternoon is wearing number 3, playing left field, Kyler Fisher. In the 5 hole, it is wearing number 11 and the center fielder, Easton Anderson. Batting number 6, wearing number 6, Ryan Ralph, playing catcher this afternoon. Batting number 7 and wearing number 7, the second baseman, Nate Rowe. Batting number 8, number 16, Will Marquardt. He is the right fielder. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lakers this afternoon at shortstop, wearing number 9, is Colton Feller. The reserve players for the Lakers are number 4, Cole Roediger, number 1, Wesley Karhoff, number 2, Noah Bonas, number 10, Owen Hansen, number 15, Ashton Fisher, number 18, Brady Bachmeyer, number 20, Jaden Wiltsey, number 21, Tate Tudall, and number 22, Lane Rupert, and number 14, AJ Kilborn. And now as we introduce the starting lineups for the Tioga Pirates, they'll take the field as they're the home team on the scoreboard. Batting leadoff this afternoon, a freshman wearing number 7, and playing shortstop is Weston Lallam. Dom Fosberg bats number 2, wears number 6. He plays center field for the Pirates. Number 14 is Brennan Johnson, playing first base, a senior for the Pirates. At the cleanup position, wearing number 17, a freshman, playing right field, Jaron Ron. The pitcher this afternoon, a senior, wearing number 8, Uric Loveridge. Playing second base and wearing number 11 this afternoon is Diego Garcia. Wearing number 5 and playing left field is Nevada Meyer. Number 13, Ashton Weathersby, plays third base. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Tioga Pirates here this afternoon, wearing number 3, junior at catcher, Gunnar Moberg. The reserve players for the Pirates, number 6, Alex Heil, number 8, Madden Johnson, number 3, Easton Rayhawk, number 9, Mason Otto, and number 1, Harley Knutson. The coaches for the Lakers, again, are BJ Karhoff and Sean Roediger, and the coaches for the Pirates are Jeremy Karkoff and Tyler Schwartz. At this time, we'd ask you to remove your all headgear, stand and pay attention. The flag beyond center field for the playing of our national anthem with respect to our country, the greatest country in the world. And welcome back in here to Game Day Media. My name is Randy Peterson, alongside of my PA announcer when he gets here, David Peterson. But the Lakers will be the visitors on the scoreboard as the officials and the 2 head coaches, Les Lee behind the plate this afternoon. Brian Fleur in our opening game will be in the field as our field umpire, and the head coaches for the Lakers again, BJ Karhoff. And the head coach for the Tioga Pirates is Jeremy Karkoff. Both of these coaches were named co-head coaches a year ago as we welcome in everybody here on this crisp day. Glad you've joined us here on Game Day Media. As Jurek Loveridge warming up with his battery mate this afternoon, Gunnar Moberg. Moberg is a junior. Jurek Loveridge is a senior for the Tioga Pirates. The wind blowing out from the northwest out to the outfield, so if somebody can get a hold of one, it might have a chance to clear the fence here this afternoon, but winds gusting at about 20 to 25 miles an hour. And our first batter for the Lakers will be Drew Rodecker. The Pirates as a team are averaging, they're batting .352 on the season through 3 games, and the Lakers are averaging .372 as a team in batting average. And so the first batter of the afternoon, it'll be Drew Rodecker. Rodecker averaging .412 on the season. And so far through 6 games, the Lakers wearing their red jerseys with white pants. The Pirates wearing their striped blue jerseys with striped gray pants. And our first pitch, sponsored by Northwest Therapy Services, underway. And it's a swinging strike. And it's 0-1 for Jurek Loveridge against Drew Rodecker. A lot of teams wearing their hoodies this afternoon on this cold, crisp day. Glad you've joined us here on Game Day Media. Second pitch is outside. It evens up the count at 1-1 here with our first batter of the afternoon. And that one is also a ball. So it's 3-1 on the count for the, there's a swinging strike. Now it's a full count for Loveridge versus Drew Rodecker. Drew, the pitcher for the Lakers, against Loveridge, and there is a swinging strike. It's knocked down there by Weathersby, and Weathersby unable to throw him out. That'll be an error on the third baseman, Ashton Weathersby, in our first run. Batter is on the plate, on the base, at first base. Now up is Colin Abernathy as a throw over to first base keeps Rodecker close to the bag. As again, Rodecker with a pretty good lead over there. Quick pitch. There is a swinging strike and a stolen base as Rodecker in there safely with a slide to second base, now finds himself in scoring position. 0-1 on the batter. 1 strike for the batter. Next pitch is high above his head as Gunnar Moberg goes high to keep it in play. 1-1 on the count for Colin Abernathy. Again, Loveridge working fast, and the second pitch is another ball high and outside. There's a foul ball. It's going to be falling harmlessly in front of the Tioga dugout. So that evens up the count at 2-2. now they got a pickle as Johnson tags out number 7. But the runner does score. Nate Rowe is got a single, but then got in a pickle was
right fielder Will Mark
as Easton Anderson comes in to score. And so the score is now 4-0. Will Marquardt, the right fielder, is up to bat. This is the eighth batter of the lineup as a foul ball by Will Marquardt evens the count at 1-1. Little number down low. Yerk Leverage got to hurry, and he's able to throw him out to the first baseman. 1-3. That's 3 outs. The first inning, the Lakers plate 4 runs, and the Pirates will come up to bat. We'll come back with the bottom of the first inning after this timeout. A word from our sponsors.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive...
As we bring it back here to post 139. It is Weston Lallam leading off for the Pirates in the bottom of the first inning, and it's a swinging strike.
Number 7, Weston Lallam.
Actually, the score is 5-0. There's a base hit for Weston Lallam. Lallam having a very good year this early on in the season. He is one of the team leaders in batting average with a .500 batting average, and he'll improve on that one as the leadoff hitter breaks up the no-hitter. And there is Lallam, and Lallam was asleep, got picked off at first base. So despite the single, Lallam picked off by the pitcher, and now that brings up Dom Fosberg. Dom is a senior, whereas number 6 plays center fielder, and the first 2 pitches are both balls. 2-0. Fosberg, very quick. Has a high fly ball out to center field, and the center fielder, number 11, Easton Anderson, able to garner that one. So 2 quick outs here for the Pirates. Will bring up the third baseman, or the first baseman, batting number 3 and wearing number 14, Brennan Johnson. Johnson, a senior, also a Lake Region Royals baseball and basketball commit, as Johnson pokes it deep. But that was run down again by the center fielder, Easton Anderson. 3 up, 3 down for the Pirates. And the Pirates unable to get any runs. 5-0 is your score on your NCC scoreboard after one full inning. We'll come back with the top of the top of the second after this timeout.
Located in Crosby, North Dakota, Brad Johnson Insurance has been helping clients find insurance coverage since 1986. Our team is passionate about serving the community in which we live and pride ourselves on getting to know our clients to best serve their needs. Our staff is active in the public and strives to better our community through participation, involvement, and by supporting area events and youth programs. For a quote, visit bradjohnsoninsurance.com or call 701-965-4200 today. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by TNT Measurements Incorporated, providing oil and gas allocation meter proving, calibrations, and production facility lack provings. To schedule your proving, contact Derek Thompson at 701-421-1351.
Ranchers, circle March 5th on your calendar. Sorensen Ranch of Granora will hold their annual sale at the Sydney Livestock Market Center in Sydney, Montana. Your source for composite Simmental bulls that are bred for docility, longevity, and fertility. Find them on Facebook at Sorensen Ranch and DV Auction. As we come back here to Pirate Field, our producer James Meyer coming off the golf course and going to help us out here for this first game. Thank you, James, for coming in and being a part of our broadcast this afternoon. As we begin the top of the second inning here, the Lakers will bring up the ninth batter of the lineup, Colton Feller. He is the third baseman. Gunnar Moberg will go to second base, and it'll be Brennan Johnson who comes in to catch. And he's a lefty, so you don't see that very often. A left-handed catcher, but he has got a left-handed catcher's mitt even. As Diego Garcia moves to first base. And the first pitch offered by Loveridge to Feller is a strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on the batter, Colton Feller, the third baseman. That pitch is inside as the ball bounces off the shin guard of the new catcher, Brennan Johnson. 1-1 on Feller as Loveridge comes inside again, trying to paint that inside corner and just a little bit too much inside. Your NCC scoreboard, the Lakers up by a score of 5-0. As we come down the middle, there's a deep throw by Lallam as Feller is able to beat out the throw, an infield hit for Colton Feller. And with a runner at first base now, that brings up the top of the lineup, Drew Rodacher, the pitcher for the Lakers, as he gets the signals from head coach Rodacher. Now here's another error on the throw, and Jörg Loveridge with the throwing error, his second throwing error to first base of the game here. Top of the first as the runner goes down to second base. Now in scoring position is Colton Feller. Drew Rodacher smashes the ball deep. That could be trouble. And that is a home run for Rodacher. Rodacher able to use the advantage of a 25-mile-an-hour wind blowing out. And that's a two-run home run for Drew Rodacher as he clears the bases with 2 RBIs. And he got a hold of that one and put it to left center field over the fence. As there's nobody out, there's now 7 runs on the board for the Lakers, and the first pitch is a ball. Inside pitch is a ball to Abernathy. There's a swinging strike, goes foul, 2-1 on the batter. Colin Abernathy, the first baseman, wearing number 13. Loveridge toes the plate, toes the mound, rubber, and a swinging strike for Abernathy, evens the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch outside. It's a ball. That is a full count now. And here's the payoff pitch for Loveridge coming up. And that's inside, and another walk issued by Loveridge as Abernathy goes down to first. Brings up the third base hitter, third place hitter, number 17, the shortstop, Jake Schaefer. Still nobody out here in the top of the second inning for the Lakers as Abernathy got a quick lead, decided against trying to take the base, goes back to first safely with no throw. Another ball, high and inside. 2-0 on the third place batter, Jake Schaefer, the shortstop. Another ball as Loveridge struggling to find the strike zone. See if he's got the green light here. Comes inside. That one's no good as the runners will advance on another second consecutive bases on ball. So runners at first and second. That brings up the left fielder wearing number 3, Kyler Fisher. Fisher goes high and inside, and then both runners are going to advance on the ball bounced out of catcher Brennan Johnson's mitt. And now two runners in scoring position at second and third. And a 1-0 count on Kyler Fisher. Swinging strike for Fisher, evens the count at 1-1. That was close, but apparently a little bit too high. Count now 2-1 on the batter, Kyler Fisher. Another ball, it's inside. Urick's trying to establish that inside strike zone, but right now struggling. There's a swinging strike, and it's a full count now for Kyler Fisher. Full count. And there's a ball, and it's going to be off the chest protector of Johnson as Abernathy will come in to score. And Schaefer will move down to first. And another bases on ball, the third consecutive bases on ball here for the Lakers against Urick Loveridge. Runners at first and third now. Loveridge from the stretch goes way outside. Another wild pitch, and it'll be safely in. And a wild pitch brings in Jake Schaefer for his second score of the afternoon. And Kyler Fisher goes down to second base. Four runs here in the inning, no outs. The ball thrown behind Kyler Fisher. No, excuse me, Easton Anderson. 2-0 count on Anderson, the center fielder for the Lakers. And their Loveridge now with a 3-0 count against the center fielder, fifth place hitter, Easton Anderson. See if he's got the green light. A good lead there by Fisher at second base, but another bases on ball. And runners now at first and second for the Lakers.
The catcher, Ryan Ralph.
That brings up the sixth place hitter, Ryan Ralph. wearing number 6. Runners at first and second for the Lakers. There's a bunt attempt, and it's going to go foul. Was up in the air for a while, but Weathersby unable to catch up with it to make an out. So 0-1 on the batter, Ryan Ralph. Again, welcome into Game Day Media. My name is Randy Peterson. Here this afternoon from Patriot Field, post 139, Patriot Field, as the pitcher throws back to second baseman now, Gunnar Moberg. But the runner, Kyler Fisher, back in safely. Runners at first and second, and a ball in the dirt. And that'll be a ball, evens the count at 1-1 for Ryan Ralph. That's a called strike by our home plate umpire, Les Lee. Count now 1-2 on Ralph, the catcher for the Lakers. And Uric Loveridge hits him. So that'll bring up Jeremy Karkoff out to the talk with Uric Loveridge, try to settle him down. So 4 consecutive bases on balls, and now another hit by a pitch for
the community center that is being provided by the Tioga FBLA. So make sure you get over, get something to eat.
the Lakers. Have got a bunch of runners on. We're going to have a pitching change. And with that, we're going to send it back to our studio. We'll have a quick timeout here as the new pitcher, Ashton Weathersby, will come in to play pitcher, and Eric Loveridge will go over to third base.
While being the largest leaseholder in the Bakken, Continental Resources believes that we are among the most efficient and cost-effective producers of oil and natural gas on the planet. One of the most effective ways of putting action behind our values is by giving to those communities in which we operate. American Energy is a huge contributor of tax revenue to local, state, and federal governments, an economic catalyst, and a job creator. If you want to work in an environment that encourages teamwork and putting your ideas into action, visit CLR.com to start your new career today.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Nessa Consulting, located in Tioga, North Dakota. Visit nessaconsulting.com.
Community Rewards checking account not only offers cash back, but also gives you...
Rivera Bank is an employee and director-owned community bank, here to serve you as you forge your path ahead, offering the robust digital services you want with the warm local feel you expect.
As we bring it back here, it gives us a chance while Ashton Weathersby warms up. He'll be the new pitcher for the Pirates. He is a senior, going to play some football down in Dickinson State next year. He has signed a letter of intent to play football for the Blue Hawks at Dickinson State, finishing up his senior season as a Tioga Pirate baseball player as well. I want to remind everybody that Game Day Media is intending to broadcast the Region 7 Boys Baseball Tournament over in Ray, North Dakota this year. And we are looking forward to the broadcast of that tournament. And we'll be contacting our sponsors to see if they would be willing to help us out with some of the costs that we incur as part of that. We got some great sponsors that help make this all possible. And Weathersby coming in wearing number 13, and he's finishing up his warm-up tosses. And the first batter that he will face is number 7, Nate Rowe, the second baseman for the Lakers. So nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Bases are full as Weathersby inherits 3 runners on the plate, and the first pitch is a ball.
Second baseman Nate Rowe.
Nate Rowe averaging .444 batting average. Second pitch got a good eye. That's ball number 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Weathersby on the mound for the Pirates. Comes in, there's a swinging strike. 2-1 now for Nate Rowe, the second baseman for the Lakers. Bases are full. There's a ball outside and no room for any more runners for the Lakers. As no outs either for the Lakers. Bases are full. Weathersby comes in, drives the ball, pop fly. It's Diego Garcia unable to come up with that foul ball catch. And so it is still a full count for Nate Rowe on this full count. Runners walk. There's another bases on ball, and that brings in the runner from third base on his first score, Kyler Fisher. And all the runners will advance on the bases on ball. Bringing up the 9th batter of the inning, Will Marquardt, the right fielder. There is a shot to right field. Ron able to snag it and hesitates to bring the ball in, but there's the first out of the inning to a fly ball to right fielder Jaron Ron. Anderson scores from third base. Runner still at first and second now with 1 out as the Lakers have batted around. And a throw over to first base. Good job there by Garcia. Snagging that one. 11-0, excuse me. And there is a ball called against Feller. The second time this inning that he is going to be batting. There is another fly ball as Garcia unable to catch up with that. 1-1 now on the batter. Colton Feller, the third baseman for the Lakers. Runners at first and second. This pitch is a ball outside. Ryan Ralph sitting at second base. Nate Rowe at first base for the Lakers. 11 runs on the board for the Lakers here in the top of the second inning. There's another ball, and the count goes to 3-1. Cold afternoon here this afternoon. There's another bases on ball. Pitching struggle right now for the Tioga Pirates. Brings up the top of the order again. Last time he was up, he had a 2-run home run. Now he's got a chance for a grand slam. As Rodecker, very good batter, very good pitcher. Comes inside. Ball fouled off behind the fences. First strike on the board against Rodecker. Bases are full for the Lakers. 1 down here in the top of the second. There's a called strike. It's 0-2. NCC scoreboard, the Lakers 11. The Pirates 0. And there is a pitch over the head of Rodecker. 1-2 on the leadoff batter, Drew Rodecker. Weathersby. Another foul ball beyond the fences. Keeps the count at 1-2. We're live here on Game Day Media from Post 139 Patriot Field. My name's Randy Peterson. Glad you've joined us. Bases are full as a ball knocked down there by Johnson. The catcher evens the count at 2-2. Ashton Weathersby on an action pitch here. Comes inside. Loveridge is able to have a force at third, but that plates another run. Now they got a pickle chance. Oh my God. Ryan Ralph scores on that. And then
Up next to the plate for the Lakers, number 13, first baseman Colin Abernathy.
2 down now. Runner at third base brings up Colin Abernathy. Called strike against Abernathy on the first pitch offered by Weathersby. $12-0 on your NCC scoreboard. There's a line drive. Chance for Moberg to snag it. Throws over to first, and it's a third out of the inning, 4-3. That's the end of the top of the second. 12 runs on the board for the Lakers. No runs as the Pirates come up to bat against the Lakers here in the bottom of the second. We'll send it back to our studios for a quick word from our sponsors.
Based in Williston, North Dakota, Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated is a veteran-owned and managed company. Busy Bees services include water hauling, hot oil services, capstring flushes, and much more. Busy Bees will approach any job, no matter how large or small, with 100% safety and commitment. We pride ourselves on giving back to the community that has given so much to us. Looking for the perfect career? Consider Busy Bees Hot Oil Incorporated. Find them at busybeeshotoilinc.com or give them a call at 701-572-9303 today.
Looking for top quality groceries and ready to go meals? Visit The Depot, owned by Julie and Josh Bummer in Crosby, North Dakota. This specialty grocery store offers a wide selection of premium meats, including 100% ranch-sourced beef from the Nelson Livestock Company, essential grocery items, and delicious pre-made meals perfect for any occasion. If you're planning family dinner, need something fast, or need a special order for an upcoming event, The Depot has you covered. Support local and shop The Depot in Crosby today. Find us on Facebook at The Depot LLC. As we bring it back here, a called strike evens the count at 1-1 against Jaron Ron, the cleanup hitter, a freshman. Ron gets a piece on it and knocks it in for a single. So his hitting continues. Ron batting very strong. 333. As these two freshmen, Weston Lallam and Jaron Ron, doing a great job of providing some hitting for Tioga. Very good bats. As a throw over to first base keeps Ron close to first. Rodecker rocks and fires from the stretch position. Comes in with ball number 1. Yerk Leverage now at the plate. Loveridge playing third base now, having been replaced by Ashton Weathersby. There's a ball outside for Loveridge. 3-0 on the count for the senior Uric Loveridge. That ball's inside. That's a 4-pitch walk by Rodecker to Uric Loveridge. He'll bring up Diego Garcia. Now the first baseman. On deck will be Nevada Meyer, the left fielder. Swinging strike against Garcia. 0-1 on the count to the number 6 batter, Diego Garcia, a junior for the Tioga Pirates. There's a high fly ball that goes beyond the fences. Strike number 2. 0-2 on Garcia. Runners at first and second. Rodecker from the stretch. There's a strike. He can't advance because the base is occupied. So a swinging strike. That is the first out for the Pirates here in the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up Nevada Meyer. Meyer, the left fielder, whereas number 5, a senior again for Tioga. Meyer readies himself at the plate. First one is a ball. Meyer batting .250 on the season so far through 3 games. Second pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 on Meyer. In a hurry, there's Meyer with a pop fly. It's going to be in the field of play, and it's going to be caught by Drew Rodecker on an infield fly. That is the second out for the Pirates. Brings up the number 8 spot hitter, Ashton Weathersby, now the pitcher for Tioga. Came in the top of the second inning. Weathersby watches the first one go by, and that's a ball. Pirates have runners at first and second with 2 down now here in the bottom of the second. Rodecker offers. Weathersby fouls it off. 1-1 on the senior Ashton Weathersby. Weathersby takes ball number 2 high. Drew Rodecker, the pitcher for the Lakers. Very good arm. 3-1 now on Weathersby. Runners at first and second. Ron is at second base, and there is ball number 4. So that'll be a ball as all runners will advance. Bases are full for the number 9 spot. Gunnar Moberg now playing
number 3,
second baseman. Gunnar Moberg, a junior, with 2 down. Moberg swings and misses on the first one. Moberg steps into the box, bats from the right side, has a called strike number 2, and it's 0-2 for the Lakers against Gunnar Moberg. There's a swinging strike number 3, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and the Pirates unable to capitalize on a bases loaded inning. We'll send back to our studio. We'll come back for the top of the third inning. You're watching Region 7 Boys Baseball here on GameDay Media. Back after this timeout.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Located in Powers Lake, North Dakota, the Country Store has what you need. From hardware to everyday essentials, including FR clothing, power tools, and even embroidery and screen printing. You can find most everything at the country store. There's always a friendly face willing to help you find what you need at the country store. Jared and Brenda invite you to visit them on Main Street in Powers Lake. The country store's been in business for almost 50 years. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. Give us a call at 701-464-5434 today.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael.
Shortstop, Jake Schaefer.
As we bring it back here for the top of the third, Jake Schaefer leads off the Lakers. The number 3 batter for the Lakers. And first one is a ball offered by Weathersby. Second one is in the dirt, ball number 2. 2-0 against Weathersby, against Schaefer. Weathersby come in the second inning with bases full and nobody out for Uric Loveridge, now playing third base as they switch spots. Brennan Johnson now catching. There's a foul ball back to the screen. Evens the count at 2-2. 12-0 on your NCC scoreboard. 4 hits for the Lakers on 12 runs on 4 hits. And there is a hit by pitch. And
Up next for the Lakers, left fielder, number 3.
The third hit batter of the afternoon for the Lakers. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Kyler Fisher, the left fielder for DLB. From the stretch, Weathersby goes over, keeping Schaefer close. Now there is something going on there. He got picked off. And so that is an out. First out of the... now B.J. Karoff is asking for a clarification. Karoff and Sean Rodecker are conversing with Brian Fleur about his call on the pickoff. That is an out. I don't think Brian's going to change his mind. So, the explanation given by field umpire Brian Fleur to B.J. Karoff, 1 down, as Jake Schaefer gets picked off by the pitcher Ashton Weathersby. On the tag by Diego Garcia. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Kyler Fisher, the left fielder for the Lakers. Swinging strike. Count is 0-1. Fisher with a .647 batting average through 6 games here for the Lakers. Pretty good stick. Probably why he's batting cleanup. That ball evens the count at 1-1. Weathersby more comfortable from the stretch position. It's a swinging strike on a foul ball. Count now 1-2 against the cleanup batter, Kyler Fisher. Weathersby comes in. There's a hot smash down to third base. Lallam fields it, throws it cleanly to Diego Garcia. And there's 2 up, 2 down on that ground out from Weston Lallam to Diego Garcia. Brings up the center fielder, Easton Anderson. Anderson with a .615 batting average. So very tough bats in the middle order for the Lakers. Team average of .372. And from the stretch again, there's a strike foul ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Weathersby seems to have settled down a little bit. Around the plate a little bit more. And there's a swinging foul tip. And the count goes to 1-2 on Easton Anderson, the center fielder for the Lakers. Chance for the Pirates to get out of this inning. There is a fair ball down the line. He'll get at least 2 as the left fielder brings it in. And he slides into second base with a double, the 5th hit of the night for the Lakers.
Up next for the Lakers,
right down the line over the third base bag. And that brings up Ryan Ralph, the catcher for the DLB Lakers. And they have a runner in scoring position as Ian Anderson sits at second base. First pitch is outside, ball number 1. Ashton Weathersby with a offering there. The ball is going to go outside the playing area. It's a long strike. 1-1. It evens the count as Jaron Ron tried to catch up with it. And Weathersby on this cold afternoon working fast. And there's another one pulled right down the line again. That'll bring in Anderson from second base on an RBI. And Ryan Ralph content with a single. But that's an RBI single for the DLB Lakers. That's their first run of the third inning. Your NCC scoreboard now, it is 13-0 as we're going to have a courtesy runner, Cale Rodecker, as the score moves to 13. Score is 13-0 as that single by Ryan Ralph plates another run. And now there's another errant throw over to first base. Will be an E1, allowing Ryan Ralph to go to second. Nate Rowe bats for the Lakers. First pitch is outside, ball number 1. Rowe is the 5th batter of the inning here for the Lakers. Nice throw there, and unable to field it is Diego Garcia. So the air allows the runner at second base, Ryan Ralph, to go to third base. And Nate Rowe is at first base on the air. Brings up Will Marquardt for the Lakers, the number 8 batter in the lineup for DLB. High pop fly. Who's going to take it? As Weston Lallam able to snag that fly ball. 1 run in on the top of the third for the Lakers.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn where good food meets great company. Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota offers custom and personalized laser engraving for any occasion and on any surface. No order is too small. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy. That's Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota. Voted a top 20 critical access hospital in quality, our trauma center is ready to handle all your emergency needs with our acute stroke ready certification and full lab and radiology department. Our physical, occupational, speech therapy providers are available for all your rehab care, and our family practice clinic provides a variety of care including well child and child immunization. Psychiatric care is available by telehealth, and mental health is available in person. Schedule an appointment by calling us at 701-628-2505 and find
find us on our website at stanleyhealth.org. Montreal County Medical Center, here to help you throughout a lifetime.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you.
As we bring it back here to the bottom of the third inning, 13 runs on the board for the Lakers. Weston Lallam leads off the third inning. Last time up, he had a sharp single to continue his hot hitting streak. There's another hit and another single for Weston Lallam as his hot bat continues. That single sharply hit out to left field as Lallam was able to get a hit, but then got picked off. And no doubt that assistant coach Tyler Schwartz talking to Weston Lallam a little bit about everything as the umpire is making Dom Fosberg tuck in his jersey. And now he's at the batter's box, bats from the right side. Last time he flied out to center field. Fosberg has a called strike on pitch number 1. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. 0-1 on the batter. 0-2 as Fosberg has watched 2 strikes go past him. Senior center fielder for the Pirates has a swinging strike 3 on 3 pitches. Fosberg heads back to the dugout, brings up the third batter of the lineup, Brennan Johnson, the catcher. Now for Tioga, swings from the left side. Runner at first base, that's Lallam. Swinging strike by Johnson. 0-1 here in the top of the third, 1 down for the Pirates. Runner at first base. Inside pitch for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. Trying to keep Lallam close again. And Lallam this time back in safely on the throwover. Glad you've joined us here on Game Day Media. Continue to try to do some baseball games this spring, along with some softball games, and possibly do some American Legion baseball games, possibly down in Watford City at the Doug Johnsrud tournament down there at the Great Complex in Watford City. That'll be in June. And before long, we'll be in the 2025-2026 sports year again. And a swinging strike on the outside as that sends Johnson back to the dugout with a second strikeout of the inning for Rodecker. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Jaron Ron, the right fielder, a freshman. So freshman Weston Lallam at first base, cleanup hitter Jaron Ron bats cleanup. And there's a sharply hit single again for Jaron Ron. Ron pulls it and advances the runner Lallam down to second as Ron has 2 consecutive hits here. He's 2 for 2. Lallam is 2 for 2 for the Pirates. Brings up Yerk Loveridge, now playing third base for Tioga. Runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the inning. Curveball crosses the plate. Beautiful pitch. Rodecker. Comes another one. And that's a swinging, and that's a pop fly. Tough win, but Jake Schaefer able to snag it. That is an out. Number 3 on an F6 if you're keeping score. 4 up, 3 down. 2 hits for the Pirates, no runs, no errors for the Lakers. At the bottom of 3, it's 13-0. We'll send it back to our studio. We'll come back with the top of the 4th after this break.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by Tegan's Interiors, located on Main Street in Crosby, North Dakota. Follow them on Facebook or find them online at tegansinteriors.com.
Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, family owned and operated since 1986. Offering septic service, portable restrooms and hand wash, sewer jet and camera services. Located in Stanley, North Dakota, call for a free quote at 701-628-2960.
The Western Education Regional Cooperative is designed to promote collaboration among school districts. One of the main ways we help is to provide professional development in reading, math, classroom management, and data training throughout the 44,000 square miles our region is comprised of. From Golva to Granora, we are here to serve our schools. Let's go to work.
Growing family? The City of Ray has shovel-ready lots available, 12,000 to 20,000 square feet. The lots are free of any special assessments. Right on Highway 2, we offer convenient travel and connections, as well as access to our amazing education system. Your family's future is important to us. Let us help you with that first big step. Contact Rhonda at 701-568-2204 or stop by City Hall at 101 Main Street in Ray. Think of Ray when planning your future. Invest in a community that invests in you.
As we come to the top of the fourth inning, Colton Feller will lead off. He plays third base for the Lakers, the 2-0 count, and there is a called strike. 2-1 now against the ninth batter in the lineup. And the ball moves the count to 3-1. 13-0 on your NCC scoreboard. The Lakers dominating this game so far here. As that ball is a called strike, even brings the count to full for Ashton Weathersby. There's a smash. And that's going to be a single to right field. Goes under the glove of Jaron Ron, but Colton Feller with another hit for the Lakers, their seventh of the afternoon. Colton Feller on first base with his second hit of the afternoon. Brings up the top of the order, Drew Rodecker. As the throw over by Weathersby to Garcia. Not in time. Feller in safely. Ashton Weathersby from the stretch goes over again, and again he is safe with a head first slide back to first. So Drew Rodecker, the opposing pitcher against Weathersby, and there is a bunt. It's going to go spare. It's the Pirates. Not sure what the Pirates were doing there. That's just not a very well played ball. And that runner from first base goes all the way to third base.
Up next for the Lakers, number 13, first baseman Colin Abernathy.
Runners at first and third. Colin Abernathy into the game. At the bat, I should say. That ball in the dirt. Ball number one against Abernathy, the first baseman. There's a called strike for Weathersby. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. 13-0. That's ball high. And I believe the count is there's a pop fly, and Garcia unable to catch up with it. So I believe that evens the count at 2-2 for Colin Abernathy. Runners at first and second. There's a line drive single to almost the gap. It's going to be run down there by Ron, but a clean single by Colin Abernathy drives in a run from third base as Feller plates the 14th run for the Lakers. And on the single, Drew Rodecker advances to third. So again, runners at first and third. Brings up the third batter in the lineup, Jake Schaefer. Schaefer with a called strike on pitch number 1. He has got a single and scored, bases on ball in the second inning and scored. And then he was hit by a pitch. And Weathersby takes his time to get the ball back to, or Garcia takes his time to get the ball back to Weathersby. And got to be careful of that runner at third base. Here's Ashton Weathersby with a called strike, and it's 0-2. Schaefer was hit by the pitch in the third inning, got picked off by Weathersby on kind of a contested call. But there is a ball, good pitch, waste pitch for Weathersby. Count is 1-2 on Jake Schaefer, the shortstop for the Lakers. We're glad that you've joined us here on Game Day Media this afternoon. My name's Randy Peterson. There's a foul ball over the backstop. Keeps the count at 1-2. Weathersby has done a pretty good job since he's come in at the top of the second inning. With bases full. Kind of settled down here the last 2 innings, but he's got runners at first and second right now. And Schaefer with a swinging strike 3 sends Jake Schaefer back to the dugout with a strikeout.
Next for the Lakers, number 3.
Now batting for the Lakers, Kyler Fisher. Fisher has been walked 3 times, got thrown out by the shortstop Weston Lallam the last time he was at bat. And now here comes a runner from third base as, again, the Lakers plate their 14th run. Kyler Fisher at the batter's box, bats from the right side. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 on the cleanup batter, Kyler Fisher. There's a ball in the dirt, and it'll be Abernathy advancing on the wild pitch. Good job by Johnson to keep it in front of him, but it's 2-0 now for Fisher, the left fielder for the Lakers. Tell you what, these Lakers are a very fundamentally sound baseball team. Probably why they're the 3-time defending champion out of Region 7. Very good coaching staff. Play a lot of games throughout the year. That's when you get better, is when you play a lot of games. And they've got a long history. There is a deep fly ball going to be out of the playing area, so a strike. 3-1 now for Fisher at the plate. Had the green light. Weathersby offered him a strike. Fisher was able to send it to foul territory. That ball's in the dirt, and it'll be advancing, and bases on ball for Fisher. No runners at first and third. Brings up the number 5 batter in the lineup, the center fielder, Easton Anderson. There's a hot shot, and off the glove of Weathersby. That'll plate Colin Abernathy with another run here in the top of the 4th inning. The 16th run of the afternoon. That went off the glove of Ashton Weathersby and out to short left field. Brings up Ryan Ralph, the catcher for the Lakers. That ball's fouled away Count is 0-1. Weathersby, a senior pitcher. There's another one that's off the backstop. The count goes to 0-2 on Ryan Ralph. 3 runs so far here in the top of the 4th inning. It is 16-0 on your NCC scoreboard. And there is a knuckleball. Just missed. 1-2 on Ryan Ralph for the Lakers. There's another shot up the middle on the back. Force out at second. High throw goes over the head of Garcia. That'll bring in the runner for the second out, but it'll allow Ryan Ralph to stay at first base. He'll have a courtesy runner. That'll be number 2 coming in to be a courtesy runner, Noah Bondsness. And so that brings up Nate Rowe.
Second baseman Nate Rowe.
Rowe is 1 for 3 so far here this afternoon. Actually is 1 for 2 at a bases on ball in the second inning.
Runner in at first base, number 2, Noah Bonus.
1-0 on the count. Inside pitch. The count goes to 2-0. Runner at first base, Ryan Ralph. Nate Rowe at the plate has had 3 balls so far. Got a single in the first inning. Swinging strike. 2-2 on the count. Runner at first base. Action pitch here. Weathersby gets him to pop it up. Who's going to call it? Weathersby is able to snag it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So 3 runs on 2 hits for the Lakers. Your NCC score. It is the Lakers 17, and the Pirates still looking for their first run. They got a goose egg. We'll be back after this timeout.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Lindsay Grocery is a locally owned and operated business in Crosby, North Dakota. We are committed to serving our community and region. With fresh baked goods, produce, and our in-house smoked meats, we've got you covered. Come experience the convenience and warmth of shopping local again. Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, located at 106 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit tiogadrug.com.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin.
As we bring it back here to Game Day Media, the bottom of the 4th inning, NCC scoreboard, the DLB Lakers up 17-0. As a called strike against Garcia moves the count to 1-2. That ball is high. The count is 2-2. Garcia, the fly ball to center fielder. Looks like Anderson underneath that with an easy grab. A fly out by Garcia to center fielder Easton Anderson, and that's the first out of the bottom of the 4th inning for the Pirates. That brings up the senior Nevada Meyer. Playing left field this afternoon. He flied out to the pitcher in the bottom of the second inning on his first at bat as he watches the first one go across the plate for a called strike. From the windup, Rodecker has another one on another called strike. There's a swinging strike three pitches, 3 strikeouts. Out number 2 brings up the pitcher, Ashton Weathersby. On deck will be Gunnar Moberg.
Number 13, the pitcher, Ashton Weathersby.
Working in a hurry here on this 44-degree day. First pitch is a ball to Weathersby. Weathersby commits, calls a strike by home plate umpire Les Lee. Swinging strike for strike number 2, 1-2 now. As Rodecker, in a hurry. And has that beautiful curveball for a called strike number 3. 3 up, 3 down on 2 strikeouts for Drew Rodecker, And we'll send it back to our studio. Pirates trail 17-0.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Brandy Larson Insurance of Stanley offers home, auto, business, and farm insurance. For a quote, call 701-628-1414. Your local Farmers Union insurance agent. Located in Tioga, North Dakota, WHAM LLC and Dry Fork Supply are companies that specialize in gas flow measurement and equipment, along with a fully stocked oil field parts and supply warehouse in the Bakken. Give them a call at 701-664-9425 or stop by today.
Now inserted into the lineup will be Cale Rodecker, and the first pitch he comes in with a foul ball strike. Weathersby still in the game for the Pirates at the pitching position here in the top of the 5th inning. Ball number 2. Evens the count at 1-1. There's a foul ball. Strike number 2 for Cale Rodecker, getting his first bat of the game. He's come in a couple times as a courtesy runner. Now able to bat. Here's a line drive out to Moberg. Moberg knocks it down. The throw pulls Garcia off the bag, and so that'll be an E4. So that brings up number 15 in the batting lineup, Ashton Fisher.
Ashton Fisher.
Ashton against Ashton. First one's outside off the glove, and it'll be Rodecker advancing on the pass ball. Ashton Fisher bats right. His first plate appearance here this afternoon. There is a solid hit to right field, and that'll plate Rodecker. An RBI single for Ashton Fisher. Brings up the pitcher, Drew Rodecker.
Now batting for the
Rodecker.
Number 8, the pitcher, Drew Rodecker.
And that is the 18th run on the RBI single by Ashton Fisher here in the top of the 5th inning. Throw over, and again, Fisher is able to make it back safely. As Rodecker had a 2-run home run in the top of the second inning. Swings at that one. That one goes foul just in front of the dugout of the Lakers. Count is 0-1 against Rodecker. There's a swinging strike foul ball out of play. And the count is 0-2 against the pitcher, Drew Rodecker. He got on an air in the top of the first inning, got a home run, a 2-run home run in the second inning. Was out on a force in the second inning as he batted around. And there's a called strike. 1-2. And that ball's in the dirt. Johnson's got a chance. Ball takes a bad hop, goes over the head of Gunnar Moberg. As wild pitch there by Ashton Weathersby. Counts 2-2. There's a solid single up the middle for Rodecker. And they're going to hold Ashton Fisher. Very well could have been a RBI single, but we'll have another courtesy runner coming in. That'll be Tate Tudall.
Into the game for courtesy runner at first base, number 21, Tate Tudall.
So runners at first and third for the Lakers. They've gotten two hits so far, 1 error for the Pirates. They've plated 1 run. It's 18-0. So the ball goes just over the head of Colin Abernathy. And now the ball goes through the arms, and the Pirates are having a snowball fight out here. Ball goes off the glove of Brennan Johnson on the throw home as Fisher's able to put the 19th run across. And not much more you can say about it. Colin Abernathy with a 1-0 count. Making a statement here. 2-0. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning for the Lakers. Ball outside, and it's 3-0. Sure he's got the green light here from head coach B.J. Karhoff. We'll see if he gets something to hit. He didn't have the green light. He lets that strike go by. 3-1 now is the count against Colin Abernathy, the first baseman for the Lakers. Runner at second base. There's a ball that goes to the shortstop off his arms, and he'll advance safely on E6 as the ball goes off the fingers on this cold night. Kind of shaking his fingers a little bit, trying to get some feeling back into there with runners at first and third now for the number 3 batter, Jake Schaefer. Jake Schaefer struck out the last inning as they're allowing Weston Lawlam to get a little bit of feeling back into his hand. And Schaefer comes in, and the ball is outside. Two runs have plated here in the top of the 5th. Ball goes just over the press box here. Evens the count at 1-1 on the foul ball. There's a called strike against Jake Schaefer, and it's 1-2. Schaefer on a swinging strike in the last inning, strikeout. Doesn't want that to happen again. As the ball goes outside, evens the count up at 2-2. Schaefer choking up a little bit here with the 2-strike count. And that is a called strike out for Ashton Weathersby. So 1 down. Runner still at first and second.
Now batting for the Lakers, number 10, Owen Hansen.
That brings up Owen Hansen. And Hansen bats from the left side. First pitch offered is a ball. Hansen batting at a .444 clip as the runners head down to second. And that is a ball. (19-0) on your NCC scoreboard. Lakers in total control of this game. And right now the count is 3-0. 1 out on the called strikeout against Jake Schaefer. And that's inside for a 4-pitch walk. That'll load the bases up, and it'll bring up number 18, Brady Bachmeyer.
Into the game for the Lakers, number 18, Brady Bachmeyer.
Bachmeyer getting his first bat here tonight on the pitch outside. It's a ball number 1, so 4 consecutive pitches, 4 balls for Weathersby. Struggling to find the plate here. Runners move up. There's a hit down to the third baseman or the shortstop, and it's Bachmeyer beats it out. Hustles down the line. Beats out the throw. As all the runners will advance, the bases are still loaded, and it brings up number 22 in place of Ryan Ralph. Number 22 is Lane Rupert.
Number 22, Lane Rupert.
Getting his first bat of the afternoon here with a 20-0 lead by these Lakers. And first pitch is a fouled off. That one's out of play, so it's 0-2. Tioga infield is playing in. Try to cut off the runner on the possible force out at home plate. That opportunity presents itself. One and 2 on that last pitch was called a ball against Lane Rupert. Just a bit outside. 2-2. Action pitch here for Weathersby. It goes through the glove. They're not going to send him. It's 3-2 as B.J. Karoff is happy to keep the runner at third base. Count is full for Rupert. No room. There's a drive to center field over the head of the second baseman. And a great at-bat there by Rupert. That'll plate 2 runs as Lane Rupert with a strong single to right left field. Plates 2 runs, 2 RBIs for Rupert.
Now batting for the Lakers, number 20, Jaden Wiltsey.
Jaden Wiltsey will pinch hit. Swinging strike for strike number 1. 5 runs on the inning so far. There's 1 down for the Lakers here in the top of the 5th inning. Called strike for strike number 2. Ground ball through the hole. Well placed, just like you drew it up, Coach. Single for Jaden Wiltsey on another hit. As the runners advance, 1 base, and it's a full count. And it'll be a mound visit here by head coach Jeremy Karkoff. Yeah, the next batter up will be Cale Rodecker. And it looks like they're maybe going to try to make a pitching change. I don't know. Looks like Weathersby's leaving the mound. And we're going to see what happens. We'll come back after this timeout.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you in part by
Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, based in Columbus, North Dakota, offers custom on-the-farm grain cleaning for spring wheat, durum, and barley. Contact Ethan Bakken at 701-310-5007 or find him on Facebook at Border Mobile Grain Cleaning.
Since 1952, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, North Dakota has been Burke County's only full-service community-owned and chartered bank. We are committed to being the financial backbone of our community. Liberty State Bank, FDI insured.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by
Northern Charm Boutique has a variety of apparel for all ages. We are locally owned and located on Main Street in Powers Lake. Shop in store or check out our website and like our Facebook page.
Napa Tioga Parts Supply, located at 105 North Main Street in Tioga. Visit napaonline.com.
As we come back here, pitching change for the Pirates. Gunnar Moberg now in to pitch as Weston Lawlem will go over to second base. Yerk Leverage goes to shortstop. Ashton Weathersby goes back to third base as Moberg's first pitch hits Cale Rodecker in the middle of the back. That'll plate a run from third base. And
now batting for the Lakers, number 15, Ashton Fisher.
The score is 23-0. As Moberg on the mound. There is a high fly out to center field as Fosberg is there as they bluff the run from third base. And Fisher flies out to center field down Fosberg for out number 2. That brings up number 2, the top of the order, Noah Bonus. So Moberg's first pitch to Bonus is outside for ball number 1. His first bat of the afternoon with a 23-0 lead. And there's a sharp drive down to third baseman. Weathersby stops it, steps on third base for the force out at third base. That's the third out. As that is the third out of the 5th inning. 6 runs plated by the Lakers. 15 hits now for the Lakers with no errors. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th inning after this timeout.
At Prairie Home Furnishings of Stanley, featuring some of the best brands in the industry, such as Ashley, Lazy Boy, and Shaw Flooring, we have something for every room in your home. From furniture to flooring, outdoor living, mattresses, and decor, we truly have everything your home deserves. Shop our everyday low prices locally in store Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, and Saturdays from 9 to 4, or shop online anytime at shopphf.com. For all things home, be sure to also follow us on Facebook.
At Tioga Ace Hardware, our store is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. We are all committed to being the helpful place by offering our customers knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. As the helpful hardware folks in your community, we promise that helping you is the most important thing we have to do today. Shop the biggest brands all under one roof at 119 North Main Street in Tioga, or shop online at acehardware.com.
First pitch by Rodecker to Moberg is ball. 2-0 now on the count for Rodecker as he's working in a hurry. Wants to get this game over with. And there is a called strike. 2-1 now for Rodecker. He's faced 14 batters. Had 15 batters, excuse me. There's a swinging strike 3. The second strikeout of the night for Gunnar Moberg. That's the first strikeout here and the first out for the Pirates in the bottom of the 5th inning. That'll bring up the top of the order for the Pirates, Weston Lallam, the freshman. It's 2 for 2 against Rodecker, and the first one is a ball. Lallam singled sharply on both at bats here. There is a called strike and had Lallam ducking for sure. 1-1 now against Lallam as that next pitch is outside. Brings the count to 2-1. There's a swinging strike, high fly ball to the right field area. And unable to catch up with it is a diving number 4, Cale Rodecker. That'll be a nice effort there by Rodecker, but Lallam on base for this 3rd consecutive hit. He's 3 for 3 here this evening. Brings up Dom Fosberg. First pitch is a called strike. Rodecker looking for the complete game shutout here this afternoon. There's a fly ball out to center field. Going to be tracked there by the center fielder Anderson. He throws back to first base, trying to catch Lallam off guard. But Lallam back safely for the second out on the fly ball to center field by Fosberg. He's flied out twice to the center fielder. Brings up the third batter in the lineup, Brennan Johnson, now the catcher for Tioga. Bats from the left side, throws lefty, so you don't see that very often, a left-handed catcher. And he's 6'8". First pitch is a ball. Next one is ball number 2. 2-0 on Brennan Johnson, the senior commit to Lake Region to play basketball as well as baseball down for the Royals. And ball number 3 set the all-time leading scorers record in basketball this year as a Pirate. And there's a swinging strike for Brennan Johnson. Also set a single game scoring record. It's 3-1, yep. It's a single season scoring record twice. He had 41 against Berthold, and a few games later he had 44. There's a hot drive over the head of a right fielder, and that'll be a ground rule double. So Johnson doesn't get an RBI because it's a ground rule double, and that'll keep Lallam at third base as Brennan Johnson with a extra base hit on the ground rule double. And it'll be Jaron Ron coming in from the cleanup position. Now with 2 outs, and Ron puts the ball in play to the shortstop. Throw over there, good scoop. And that is a great inning and a great game that has been pitched by Sean Rodecker. A complete game shutout as the Lakers win 23-0. We're going to send it back to the studio. We'll try to reset things here. We'll go down to the field and try to catch up with our head coach, BJ Karhoff, and our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game after this timeout.
Sund Manufacturing is hiring exceptional welders, carpenters, assembly technicians, and coating technicians. If you're right for Sund, Sund is right for you. Since 1939, we've been making quality equipment and parts for the oil field and beyond. We're world-class, family-owned, and all-American. And as our business grows, we need to grow our team in Newburgh, North Dakota. Sund Manufacturing offers great pay, great benefits, and a great community to raise a family. Apply today.
At Haugland Insurance Services, we are passionate about protecting farmers and ranchers. With extensive agricultural knowledge, we have the tools to protect your profit and minimize risk. Whether it's crop and livestock insurance or farm property and liability, we protect your hard-earned assets. We can also assist with farm transitions, commercial insurance, life, health, and disability coverage. You work hard to feed our world, and we work tirelessly to protect what you've grown and built. Call us at 701-965-4066 or visit us online at HauglandInsuranceServices.com.
Founded in 2019, Northwest Therapy Services, located in Ray and Williston, North Dakota, provides speech therapy in our clinics as well as partnering with local schools and nursing facilities to provide on-site therapeutic services. Our therapists offer language therapy as well as therapy for social, cognitive, communication, swallowing, feeding, and voice disorders. We are dedicated to providing the highest level of quality services. To schedule an appointment, visit nwtherapyservices.com or call 701-568-8255.
Hey, Dad, will you check the cows?
Use this instead, Grandpa. The cows look fine, Dad.
In my day, we had to sleep in the barn to check the cows.
Combining tradition and technology. Respecting the past while embracing the future. RTC Networks.
This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Established in 1938, Ray Farmers Union Elevator is now your full-service grain and agronomy service facility in Northwest North Dakota. Based in Ray, North Dakota, we can assist you with everything from buying the seed in the spring to burn down in the fall. Get more done in a day with Ray Farmers Union Elevator.
Roustabout Service and Insulating, servicing the oil and gas industry since 1963. This Game Day Media broadcast is brought to you by...
Hungry? Head to the Food Barn in Powers Lake. Open Monday through Saturday with daily lunch specials, a full breakfast menu, and don't miss Taco Tuesday on the last Tuesday of every month. Try Michael's Alfredo Pasta. It's a local favorite. Come on down to the Food Barn where good food meets great company. Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota offers custom and personalized laser engraving for any occasion and on any surface. No order is too small. Visit us on Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy. That's Big Memo Laser of Kenmare, North Dakota.
Do you find yourself driving to the bank each week, writing too many checks each month, paying too many fees? As a business owner, you have a lot to worry about. Don't let banking be one of them. Contact the Bank of Tioga to explore how we can simplify your banking experience and empower your business to reach its full potential. Our team is committed to providing you with seamless banking experience tailored to your business needs. From digital banking solution to personalized support, we are here to help you thrive. The Bank of Tioga banks businesses, and we are here for you. Imagine if you had more time for what really matters. Do more with your money at the Bank of Tioga, member FDIC.
Hey, welcome back into Game Day Media. My name is David Peterson, and Randy has gone field side and caught up with the winning head coach, BJ Karhoff, for some comments. Take it away, Randy.
Hey, thank you, David. And BJ, You proved why you're the defending Region 7 champion. You had a lot of good play here, no errors on the game today. Very good game. Pirates kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, and it's hard to play games like this when cold day, but you guys played an exceptionally well game here today.
Yeah, I'm proud of our guys. We did the little things that we talked about before the game, and we pride ourselves on that and doing little things right and running the bases correctly. And we know with a guy like Drew up there that he's not going to strike out a whole bunch of guys, but he's very efficient and he's going to be around the plate, so the ball's going to be in play. And the biggest number that I care about up there is the 0 under the errors when we're going to put the ball in play. Yeah, very sound game for your team as you advance to 6-1 now, I think it is, or 7-1, 6-1. Only loss against Langdon earlier this year over there in the eastern part of the state, but right now you're undefeated in Region 7 play, and things are looking good for the Lakers. Yeah, you just spring baseball. You never know what you're going to get. We practiced in T-shirts yesterday, and today it's this. So we talk about how you build to the end, and everything you do throughout the year is getting to that region tournament and trying to be at your best when you get there, and you just plug away along the way. Hey, thanks for the time. We'll let you go back to your team. We'll bring in the winning pitcher here today, Drew Rodecker. And Drew, not only were you very efficient at the pitcher's mound today, you also knew where the batting box was as you were able to plug out that 2-run home run, but very good effort here today by your Lakers.
Thank you. Yep. We've been hitting practice hard this week, just getting ready for this game. Every game's a big game. Standard is a standard, like Coach probably said in this interview, but we're here today, cold day, but the weather shouldn't affect us too much. Yeah, you had the wind blowing out, and that helped you with that 2-run home run in the top of the second inning. But boy, you got all of it, and it's kind of a good feeling. You kind of knew that one was out when you hit it, didn't you? Yeah, honestly, I did. The wind really helped, like you said, Bill. So well, very efficient pitching today too. I mean, didn't overpower the Pirates too much. I mean, you had a few strikeouts, but you're right around the plate, and you've got a bunch of great gloves in the field that help you guys out. Yep, our field is definitely very good. It's very just the trustworthiness we have with that infield and outfield. Just throw it over the plate, let them hit the ball, and we'll make plays. Obviously, they're going to hit, but hey, I like the bling. Good job. Hey, this is our Brad Johnson Insurance Player of the Game, Drew Rodecker of the Deluxe Burlington Lakers. We'll send it back to the Tioga Medical Center Sports Desk as we continue on with our post-game show sponsored by DNL Paraffin. Back after this timeout. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA.
D&L Paraffin Incorporated is a local family-owned hot oil company that has been in operation since 1981. We work hard to develop good business relationships with the oil field companies in the Tioga area. While offering services north of Lake Sakakawea, we focus on integrity, hard work, and safety. For all hot oil services, call dispatch at 701-641-3065 or 701-641-6310. And for hiring information, be sure to follow us on Facebook at DL Paraffin. At Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, your local Case IH dealer, our vision is to be the respected and recognized leader in agricultural equipment and the employer of choice by helping people succeed. Our mission is to serve agricultural customers and communities by partnering to meet their needs through the sales and support of farm equipment and technology. Visit plainsag.com to check local inventory or stop by at 8141 off Highway 2 in Stanley, your local Case IH dealer.
Hey, as we bring it back here on our DNL Paraffin post-game show, it was all Lakers here this afternoon in this first game of this twin bill from Post 139 Patriot Field in Tioga, as the DLB Lakers, the three-time defending Region 7 champions, put it on the Tioga Pirates here this afternoon with 23 runs. as they didn't allow a run either on 15 hits, no errors for the Lakers as they advanced to 6-1 on the season. The winning pitcher, Drew Rodecker, with a very solid game from the mound. Also had a 2-run home run in the top of the second inning. Had a total of 3 hits this afternoon on 4 plate appearances. And just a very well played game. Got a little help from the Pirates, but you got to hand it to the Lakers. They're going to be a tough team to contend with, and probably be one of the top teams contending for another Region 7 champion. So on behalf of all of our sponsors who help make the games of these broadcasts of these games possible, my name has been Randy Peterson. Been great to have James Myers back in the producer's seat. David Peterson, our PA announcer, here this afternoon. Once again, your final score on your NCC scoreboard, it's the DLB Lakers 23, the Tioga Pirates 0. And with that, we're going to end our broadcast. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Until next time, my name's Randy Peterson.
Tonight's Game Day Media broadcast was brought to you by NCC, Tioga Medical Center, The Country Store, St. Luke's Medical Center, Both the Own Boutique, Souris Valley Dental Group of Minot, Haugland Insurance Services, D&L Paraffin, Brad Johnson Insurance, Bravera Bank, Continental Resources, Northwest Therapy Services, Nessa Consulting Service, Roustabout Service and Insulating, DA Land LLC, Tioga Ace Hardware, Border Plains Equipment of Stanley, The Bank of Tioga, Tioga Parts Supply, Tegan's Interiors, Tioga Drug and Soda Shop, Prairie Home Furnishings, Farmers Union Insurance, Larson Vossen Agency, Montreal County Health Center, Brandy Larson Insurance Agency, Kyle Hansen, Financial Advisor, Border Mobile Grain Cleaning, Wham LLC and Dry Fork Supply, Liberty State Bank of Powers Lake, Crosby Chiropractic, the City of Ray, Lindsay Grocery, Northern Charm Boutique, Montreal Williams Electric Cooperative, Brook Divide Electric Cooperative, Mirex Petroleum Corporation, Powers Lake Athletic Booster Club, Faith Baptist Church of Kenmare, Gustafson Septic Service Incorporated, TNT Measurements Incorporated. Cornerstone Bank, RTC Networks, Flag Family Media.